Aliens Among Us, Ancient Evidence and Modern Theories. Part 1. Introduction to the Mystery. Prologue. The Discovery. In the dim light of the excavation tent, Dr. Emily Carter carefully brushed away the last remnants of dirt from the peculiar artifact. The summer heat of the Egyptian desert was relentless, but her excitement overrode any discomfort. The object she had uncovered was unlike anything she had seen in her 20 years as an archaeologist. It was a small, intricately carved stone tablet, covered in symbols that resembled neither ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs nor any known script. The patterns seemed to pulsate with an eerie luminescence, hinting at secrets buried deep within the sands of time. Emily's heart raced. Could this be the evidence she had been searching for? For years, she had been chasing a controversial theory that ancient civilizations had been visited by extraterrestrial beings. Most of her colleagues dismissed these ideas as fanciful at best, but Emily's instincts told her there was more to human history than met the eye. Holding the tablet up to the flickering lantern light, she felt a shiver run down her spine. This discovery could change everything. Chapter 1. Unearthing the Past. Emily's journey into the mysteries of the past began long before she set foot in Egypt. Growing up in a small town in Ohio, she had always been fascinated by the stars and the stories they held. As a child, she spent countless nights with her grandfather, an amateur astronomer, gazing through his telescope and imagining what life might exist beyond Earth. After earning her doctorate in archaeology, Emily's career was marked by a series of significant discoveries that hinted at advanced knowledge and technologies in ancient cultures. Yet, none of these finds had provided conclusive evidence to support her theories about extraterrestrial contact. Until now. Back at the Cairo Museum of Antiquities, Emily carefully placed the tablet in front of Dr. Ahmed Farouk, a respected Egyptologist and the museum's curator. As he examined the artifact, his eyes widened in astonishment. "This is extraordinary," he murmured. "I've never seen anything like this." "Where did you find it?" "In a tomb near the Valley of the Kings," Emily replied. "It was buried beneath a layer of sand, almost as if someone wanted to hide it." Dr. Farouk nodded thoughtfully. "The symbols. They don't match any known language. This could be a significant discovery, Emily. But we need to proceed with caution. The academic community is not kind to theories that challenge established beliefs." Emily knew this all too well. Her previous attempts to publish papers on her theories had been met with skepticism and outright rejection. But the tablet in front of her was undeniable proof that something extraordinary had occurred in the distant past. Chapter 2. Ancient Civilizations and Alien Theories. The discovery of the tablet reignited Emily's passion and determination. She decided to dive deeper into the histories of ancient civilizations known for their mysterious advancements. Her first stop was the pyramids of Egypt. The Great Pyramid of Giza, with its precise alignment to the cardinal points and its complex internal chambers, had long puzzled archaeologists and engineers alike. How had the ancient Egyptians achieved such feats with the limited technology available to them? Emily suspected that the answer lay in the skies. She pored over ancient texts and hieroglyphs, looking for any references to beings from the stars. The pyramid texts, the oldest known religious writings in Egypt, spoke of gods descending from the heavens. While mainstream Egyptologists interpreted these as mythological accounts, Emily considered the possibility that they were records of real events. Next, Emily traveled to Central America to explore the ruins of the Mayan civilization. The Mayans were renowned for their advanced knowledge of astronomy and mathematics. The accuracy of their calendar and their ability to predict celestial events were astonishing. At the ancient city of Palenque, Emily marveled at the Temple of the Inscriptions. The tomb of the great ruler Pakal the Great contained a sarcophagus lid carved with intricate designs. Some researchers believed that the depiction of Pakal resembled an astronaut piloting a spaceship. While this interpretation was controversial, Emily couldn't ignore the striking similarities. Her journey continued to Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization. The Sumerians, who lived in what is now modern-day Iraq, left behind a wealth of cuneiform tablets. These ancient records spoke of the Anunnaki, deities who came from the heavens to impart knowledge to humanity. To Emily, The descriptions of the Anunnaki bore a striking resemblance to modern accounts of extraterrestrial visitors. As Emily compiled her research, she reached out to other experts in the field. Dr. Robert Wallace, an astronomer with a keen interest in ancient civilizations, was one of her most trusted colleagues. Over coffee at a conference in New York, they discussed her findings. "Emily, the evidence you're presenting is compelling," Robert said, sipping his coffee thoughtfully. "But you know how difficult it is to convince the scientific community. They need concrete proof." "I know," Emily replied. "But what if we could find more artifacts like the tablet? Something that clearly shows advanced knowledge or technology that couldn't have been developed by these ancient cultures alone?" Robert nodded. "That would certainly make a stronger case. Have you considered looking into the legends and myths of other cultures? Sometimes, these stories contain grains of truth that have been passed down through generations." Emily had indeed considered this. She decided to investigate the legends of the Dogon people in Mali. The Dogon had an intricate understanding of the Sirius star system, knowledge that seemed impossible without advanced telescopes. According to their oral traditions, beings from Sirius had visited their ancestors and shared this knowledge. Her travels also took her to India, where ancient texts like the Mahabharata and the Ramayana described flying machines called Vimanas and powerful weapons that resembled modern-day nuclear bombs. These accounts were eerily similar to descriptions of advanced technology. Chapter 3: Following the Clues. With each new discovery, Emily's conviction grew stronger. She believed that the key to understanding humanity's past and its connection to extraterrestrial visitors lay in the patterns and symbols scattered across the globe. She decided to return to Egypt, where her journey had begun. Emily focused her efforts on deciphering the symbols on the tablet she had discovered. She enlisted the help of Dr. Lara Singh, a linguist specializing in ancient languages. Together, they spent countless hours analyzing the carvings. One evening, as the sun set over the Nile, Lara's eyes lit up with excitement. "Emily, I think I've found something. These symbols. They match some of the patterns in the Indus Valley script. It's not a direct match, but there are enough similarities to suggest a connection." The Indus Valley civilization, located in present-day Pakistan and India, was one of the world's earliest urban cultures. Its script remained undeciphered, but the possibility of a link between these ancient civilizations was tantalizing. Emily and Lara's research led them to a remote region in Pakistan, where they explored the ruins of Mohenjo-Daro. Among the artifacts they uncovered were seals bearing similar symbols to those on the Egyptian tablet. The evidence was mounting, but they still needed something more concrete. Their breakthrough came when they discovered a hidden chamber beneath the ruins. Inside, they found a series of metallic objects and intricate carvings that defied explanation. The materials and craftsmanship were beyond the capabilities of the ancient people who lived there. Back in their hotel room, Emily and Lara studied their findings. "This metal," Lara said, holding up a fragment. "It's not from Earth. Its composition is unlike anything we've seen before." Emily's heart pounded with excitement. "This is it, Lara. This is the proof we've been looking for. We need to get these artifacts analyzed by experts." Chapter 4: Encounters with the Unknown. As Emily and Lara prepared to leave Pakistan, news of their discovery spread quickly. The media dubbed it the extraterrestrial connection, and speculation ran rampant. Skeptics and supporters alike debated the implications of their findings. Back in the United States, Emily presented their evidence at a conference in Washington, D.C. The reaction was mixed. Some scientists were intrigued, while others dismissed the findings as coincidences or misinterpretations. Dr. Jonathan Reed, a physicist and UFO researcher, approached Emily after her presentation. "Your work is fascinating, Dr. Carter. I've been studying modern encounters with unidentified flying objects, and I believe there may be a connection to your discoveries." Jonathan shared stories of recent UFO sightings and encounters with beings that defied explanation. He introduced Emily to individuals who claimed to have had direct contact with extraterrestrials. Their testimonies were compelling and, in some cases, eerily similar to the ancient accounts she had studied. One such individual was Sarah Lawson, a retired Air Force pilot. Sarah recounted an encounter she had while flying a routine mission over Nevada. "I saw a craft unlike anything I've ever seen before. It moved at impossible speeds and seemed to communicate with me telepathically. I couldn't explain it, but it felt like they were trying to tell me something." Emily listened intently, her mind racing. The similarities between Sarah's experience and the ancient texts were striking. Could it be that these visitors had been coming to Earth for millennia, guiding humanity's development? Determined to find more evidence, Emily joined forces with Jonathan and Sarah. Together, they investigated modern UFO sightings and unexplained phenomena. Their journey took them to remote locations around the world, from the deserts of Nevada to the forests of Brazil. In Brazil, they encountered a community that had reported frequent sightings of strange lights in the sky. The villagers believed these lights were the spirits of their ancestors, but Emily suspected a more tangible explanation. With the help of local guides, they ventured into the dense jungle and discovered a hidden cave. Inside the cave, they found carvings similar to those on the tablet and the seals. The symbols seemed to tell a story of beings descending from the stars and imparting knowledge to the local people. The cave also contained remnants of advanced technology, further supporting Emily's theories. As they continued their investigations, Emily, Jonathan, and Sarah encountered numerous challenges. Government agencies and shadowy organizations seemed intent on keeping their discoveries hidden. They faced threats and attempts to discredit their work, but their resolve only grew stronger. Their journey led them to a secret facility in the Nevada desert, where they uncovered evidence of government cover-ups and collaboration with extraterrestrial beings. The facility contained technology that was decades ahead of anything publicly known, as well as records of encounters dating back to the 1940s. Emily and her team realized that the truth was far more complex than they had ever imagined. The evidence suggested that extraterrestrial beings had been visiting Earth for thousands of years, influencing human civilization in ways both subtle and profound. Their discoveries culminated in a meeting with a being from another world. The encounter took place in a remote location, far from prying eyes. The being, who called itself Kale, communicated telepathically with Emily and her team. "We have watched your world for millennia," Kale explained. "We have guided your development and intervened when necessary. But your species is at a crossroads. The decisions you make now will determine your future. We are here to help, but the choice is yours." Emily felt a profound sense of responsibility. The evidence she had uncovered was not just about the past, but about the future of humanity. She knew that she had to share their findings with the world, no matter the consequences. Chapter 5: The Revelation. Back in Washington, D.C., Emily and her team prepared to reveal their discoveries to the world. They organized a press conference, inviting journalists, scientists, and government officials. The anticipation was palpable. As Emily stepped up to the podium, she felt a mixture of excitement and apprehension. "Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here today. We have gathered evidence that challenges our understanding of human history and our place in the universe. What you are about to see will change everything." She presented their findings, from the ancient artifacts to the modern encounters and the advanced technology. The room was filled with gasps and murmurs of disbelief. But as the evidence mounted, skepticism gave way to awe. Sarah Lawson shared her personal experience, and Jonathan Reed explained the scientific implications of their discoveries. The highlight of the presentation was a recording of their encounter with Kale, the extraterrestrial being. The audience was captivated by the message of guidance and hope. The press conference sparked a global conversation. Governments and scientific institutions were forced to take the evidence seriously. Debates raged in the media, and the public's curiosity grew. People from all walks of life began to question what they thought they knew about human history and the possibility of extraterrestrial life. Emily's work was far from over. She knew that there were still many unanswered questions and mysteries to uncover. But she also knew that she was not alone in her quest. The world was waking up to the reality that humanity was part of a much larger cosmic community. Chapter 6: A New Dawn. In the months following the press conference, Emily and her team continued their research. They collaborated with scientists from various fields, exploring the implications of their discoveries. New expeditions were launched to uncover more evidence, and the search for answers expanded to the farthest reaches of the Earth and beyond. The world began to change in response to the revelations. Governments formed international coalitions to address the challenges and opportunities presented by the existence of extraterrestrial life. Scientific and technological advancements accelerated, inspired by the knowledge that humanity was not alone in the universe. Emily received messages of support and gratitude from people all over the world. Many shared their own experiences and encounters, adding to the growing body of evidence. The stigma surrounding the topic of extraterrestrial life began to fade, replaced by a sense of wonder and curiosity. One evening, as Emily stood on a hillside overlooking the city, she reflected on the journey that had brought her to this moment. The stars shone brightly above, a reminder of the vastness of the universe and the mysteries it held. She felt a deep sense of connection to the past, the present, and the future. We are not alone, she thought. We have never been alone. And now, we are ready to embrace our place in the cosmos. As humanity stood on the brink of a new era, Emily knew that the discoveries they had made were just the beginning. There were still countless mysteries to unravel, countless stories to uncover. But she was ready to face the future, with all its challenges and possibilities. With renewed determination, Emily and her team set their sights on the stars, eager to explore the unknown and to continue the quest for knowledge that had driven her for so many years. The journey of discovery was far from over, and the adventure was just beginning. Chapter 7: The Cosmic Connection. With the world buzzing with excitement and curiosity after the groundbreaking press conference, Emily and her team found themselves at the forefront of a new era of exploration. The evidence they had presented had sparked a global awakening to the possibility of extraterrestrial life, but it also raised profound questions about humanity's place in the universe. The search for answers. As governments and scientific institutions scrambled to process the implications of the revelations, Emily focused her efforts on delving deeper into the mysteries surrounding the ancient artifacts and modern encounters. With each new discovery, she found herself drawn closer to understanding the cosmic connection that bound humanity to the stars. One of the most pressing questions on Emily's mind was the nature of the extraterrestrial beings themselves. What were their intentions? How had they influenced human civilization throughout history? And most importantly, why had they chosen to reveal themselves now? To find answers, Emily reached out to experts in various fields, from anthropology to astrophysics. Together, they formed a multidisciplinary team dedicated to unraveling the secrets of the cosmos. Their research took them to the furthest reaches of the Earth and beyond, as they sought out ancient texts, artifacts, and oral traditions that could shed light on humanity's cosmic heritage. The message from the stars. One of the most intriguing discoveries came from an unexpected source, a series of encrypted messages received by radio telescopes around the world. The messages, which originated from a distant star system, contained complex mathematical equations and diagrams that seemed to depict advanced technologies and scientific concepts. Emily and her team worked tirelessly to decipher the messages, enlisting the help of linguists, mathematicians, and computer scientists. After months of analysis, they made a breakthrough. The messages were a form of communication from an extraterrestrial civilization, offering insights into their culture, history, and way of life. What they learned was both fascinating and humbling. The extraterrestrial civilization, known as the Arcturians, had been observing Earth for millennia, monitoring our progress and guiding our development from afar. They shared a deep connection with humanity, forged in the distant past when our ancestors first ventured out into the cosmos. The Arcturians had chosen to reveal themselves now, at a time when humanity stood on the brink of a new era of exploration and discovery. They saw in us the potential for greatness, but also the capacity for destruction. Their message was one of hope and caution, urging us to embrace our cosmic heritage and to use our newfound knowledge for the betterment of all life on Earth. The journey continues. Armed with this newfound understanding, Emily and her team embarked on a new phase of their journey. They set their sights on the stars, eager to explore the cosmos and to forge new connections with civilizations beyond our solar system. Their quest for knowledge was driven not by fear or uncertainty, but by a sense of wonder and curiosity that burned brighter with each passing day. As they prepared to launch their first interstellar mission, Emily looked out at the night sky, filled with a sense of awe and anticipation. The stars seemed to shimmer with promise, beckoning humanity to reach out and touch the unknown. "We are not alone," she whispered, her voice filled with conviction. "We are part of something greater than ourselves. And together, we will unlock the secrets of the cosmos." With that, Emily and her team embarked on their greatest adventure yet, ready to explore the vastness of space and to discover what wonders awaited them among the stars.